Something or someone killed all the poor workers here, and you've been cleared to clean up the mess. Now get to work. We have another map by 0. I thought, and I was like, I have some hard time sleeping. Let's clean it up. Hope everyone's doing well. What's going on? Lots of blood splatter and intestine. Oh, dude. I'll come back for you, okay? Another short map says that it should only take about 45 minutes to an hour. Challenge accepted. Oof. I sometimes really miss these close quarter maps. If I sound sleepy, I am sleepy. Yeah, I have not. I've been, I don't know how, like a month now of ongoing sleep issues. So I think I am my own worst enemy. And my answer to that was come play some Viscera. Like a fantastic idea. Here. Of course. Someone had asked if they could join me for a co-op, and I will be honest, I don't co-op anymore. I might with real life friends, or friends that I've been gaming with for a long, long time. I don't co-op. It leads to... It can either go two ways. It'll be either fantastic, or it'll be hell, or both. I have a very specific way that I like to clean. And if I'm tripping over someone else who's cleaning, I don't know, it just works best. It just works best. I'm alone. Unless I really, really know that person. Oh my garbage. There. 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 This is totally the type of floor that will cause you to knock over your bucket. Oh. Well, I didn't mean like that. One. Put one there. Smushed. storage is barrel storage. All the TNT that's laying around, it's a very good deterrent from using the lightsaber. It's very friendly. Go in there. No. 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 I love picking things up twice and 3 times and 4 times and 5 times. Alright, is there... Not sweet. That's not how we play this game. Give me a damn flare. Thank you. Oops. Flares are a great way to condense quickly your bin so you have more room to dump stuff in it. Ooh. We have Mason. We're going to put Mason right there. Alright, loud noise alert. That there. Oh, okay. Do it all. Is this vending machine set to give more garbage than it is to give us stuff? The rage, I tell you. I'm pretty sure I left a scorch mark with that because I was so off where I tossed it. bin to go away. You want to be able to leave the TNT things flat. As many wet floor signs are. I didn't see any wet floor. Oh my gosh, words hard. For as many wet floor signs, I didn't see any wet floor storage. Something stupid happens. Like I tip it. Paper. Oh my goodness, it gave me a flare. I saw that. Watch that. Falling asleep. I have a terrible habit of sitting on my feet when I'm in the chair, cross-legged, and then I wonder why my foot falls asleep. lightsaber is really great for getting rid of papers and getting rid of bodies. I'm just curious. I guess it's not fine yet. Well, for sure, I want to. I haven't seen any... I don't think there is any. I mean, now that I realize I said that out loud, there is no crates, is there? I'm fired. I'm a terrible YouTube content creator. And there is also no wet floor. Jeez. So. Goes away. Quick tip when you're dealing with like bloody messes like this, if you try to aim for the outer edges, it's really great for cleaning up the blood while you still haven't picked up the bodies yet. Except for when you paint with the blood. So, for those that are new to my channel and they're like, wow, you really know Viscera. I originally got started playing with an ex-boyfriend, actually. He really wanted to play the game and introduced me to it, and I was like, yeah, heck yeah, sounds like fun. And so he and I co-opted played together for a very long time. Then we had a bad breakup. He cheated. I found out. It was ugly. Anyway, because he and I, my interaction with this game was through him, I actually walked away from the game for a very long time. I had a hard time playing it because I kept thinking about him and then getting angry. A few years go past, and a large group of friends had invited me to come along, and one of them is a Twitch, or was a Twitch streamer, and was like, oh, come play with us, you know. I did. I did a Halloween special with them, and then they kept inviting me for more games and more games and more, which was fine, and I had a lot of fun with them. The only thing is their cleaning method is to be as goofy as possible. To not focus on cleaning and more on the physics of how to make things funny. Which, again, they're doing that for the Twitch views, you know, which I got. And it got really frustrating for me. So I kind of walked away from the game again and walked away for a long time. And then one day, I was bored at work and just suddenly the mopping aspect of the game, that, you know, the mopping popped into my head, and I was like, man, that was actually kind of soothing. So I came back, and that is where you find me. And now I have nearly 700 hours in this game. And I wouldn't have had that if I hadn't done YouTube content, to be honest. I would have came back, did some maps, and then been like, alright, I'm good. I had not expected for people to really like the game, much as I just thought it was like a small cult following, which I think it still is, but there's enough of us to make me want to keep playing. Come on, come with me, buddy. I have places to put ya. I had to choose the longest route possible. There. There's more here. Get rid of that. I know, the bucket's not dirty. We'll be okay. The one thing I do not, oh hey Kevin. The one thing I don't use is I very rarely use the broom. Sometimes I'll use the broom to troubleshoot something that's stuck in a corner. But for the most part, I won't actually use the broom to, like, stuff up. And I should admit, when we were playing super early access. So I remember when there wasn't a ladder. You had to, if you wanted to climb something, you had to build it with crates. Athena's raft. That is what we did for Athena's raft. Was build crates to get up. And one other thing that I talk about, so those who've been with me for a long time know this too, but when I first started playing, the levels that I remember missing, I thought in my head were the vanilla levels. And here it turns out that they were all the player-made maps. A lot of Cannon Fodder's Halloween maps. Those were the ones I was thinking about. And it turns out that they were not vanilla, they were player-made. And that the actual vanilla game of the Halloween map was really quite cheesy. And I appreciate the darkness of Cannon Fodder's maps. Like the orphanage and the asylum. The orphanage, I think, has to be one of my favorites. There's also a haunted house style that I really liked too. And a map that was lost as well. There's quite a few maps that were lost when Uprinsing and the 007 knockoff were released. Maps had to be redone and re-uploaded because they changed the assets. I'm not sure why they had to be uploaded, to be 100% sure. I just know that they had to be uploaded. And it caused problems for map makers. And in that time frame, some maps were lost. And there was quite a few maps that are gone. There was one that was a Resident Evil map that I'm really sad never came back. It featured hands. It had like a glass wall when you come in, and it was foggy, and there was hands scratching at the black shadows of hands scratching at the glass, and that was so pleasantly creepy. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to find that map. If anybody knows which one I'm talking about, let me know if it's still around. The other one that I'm thinking of too is you come in and you can hear screaming in a locked room that you can't get open. And after you're in the game for about 30 minutes cleaning, the screaming suddenly stops. And you go to where that room is that you couldn't get into, and it turns out it's like a cafeteria style room, and there is all these dead bodies just mutilated. And I want to say that was a Halloween one too, but it was kind of a space station-y style. But oh, there was something also about lights. There was issue with lights, like rolling blackouts or something, that you had to fix. I want to say, I faintly recall it being the Mafia's map, but I could be wrong. Because the Mafia still makes maps now. No! Milo, what's happening? Why'd you tip the bucket, buddy? Anyway, those are two maps that I really, really miss. That I thought were pretty fantastic. And I don't know if my memory's making it better in my head than what it really was. But I just remember both maps were pleasantly creepy. There was a couple of Halloweens where map makers kind of had like little competitions with each other. I wasn't as into the community as I am now, so I don't know the full story behind it, but it felt like they had a bit of a competition going on. And I liked it a lot. It was a lot of fun. It led to a lot of creepy maps. And this was before Uprinsing and the 007 spin-off. Which I don't regret Uprinsing and 007 coming out, because they introduced some really cool assets. Especially Uprinsing with the graffiti. Suddenly. In here I need to stop. Rid of this TNT before I accidentally blow myself up. I know people like to ask me what my favorite maps are. Out of vanilla, Uprinsing is up there as some of my favorites. But player-made, I have too many to actually choose from. Because I love the concept that so many player-made maps have come up with that I have a hard time saying which one's my favorite. For what it's worth, the maps that brought me back were Cannon Fodder's maps. But what kept me here is all the other maps. I just am fond for Cannon Fodder's Halloween maps. Oh, Card Thief's maps too. That's another one that I kind of forgot about. Card Thief also made really good in-depth maps. Liza? And I'll close the door before something else. I will also say a lot of my... Oh, I'm about to make a mess. I forgot I closed the door. A lot of my maps that I despise is actually from the vanilla version. Okay, I'm gonna get on a little tiny soapbox, just for a minute. It's one I commonly get on and I'll get off. But so many games. So many games. Viscera's guilty of it. The Sims 4. House Flipper, those are the ones off the top of my sleepy brain, but the thing is these people who get paid to make the games and are passionate about it and they love their projects, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing them as far as they go. The thing that makes me crazy about so many games like those is they have a workshop, right? They have a beautiful workshop. And they let people build stuff. But yet, some of the best content are from the players and not from the main developers. And I won't say that Viscera is the worst culprit of it. It's really not, but kinda. Let's take Elder Scrolls Online, or Elder Scrolls, well, and Elder Scrolls Online too. Again, the best content that came is from players, not from the game developers. And in some ways, they also kind of like thumb their noses at developers while giving, or the mod makers. Like Elder Scrolls making it so that people would pay extra to download what was once free mods. They ended that. I think they ended that anyway. But stuff like that annoys the crap out of me. Don't rely on a player base to make your game better. Make your game better. Listen to the people who are playing it, and when they say, no, I really want this, listen to them, and don't leave it up to map makers who aren't making any money off the game to do the heavy lifting for you. And then don't steal it years down the road and put it into your game and pretend you didn't know that some poor little person made it themselves because they're a huge fan of the game and wanted to make it better. No, listen to your damn players. I mean, some of the best content for House Flipper comes from players. Sims 4, the mod makers on Sims 4 spends more time fixing what they break. I just, anyway. Thinking about this game made me think of that. Because yeah, some of my best content that I have enjoyed have come from people who are making no money whatsoever off playing the game. They're just making it because they love the game and want to share their love with other people. So I will very rarely trash a player-made map or a player-made mod because I personally dislike it. They're not catering to my personal taste. They're trying to cater to what overall people like. And I get that. So if I don't like a player-made map, I'll put them away. That's not the mod maker's fault. Just me. Being picky. And this isn't one of those maps, because I'm actually really enjoying this map. I love stacking barrels. Stacking barrels is my favorite. Stacking boxes, I sort of hate it. Only because I'm really bad at it. I'll do it, though. Anything to pad my score. I do remember kind of a funny thing is when I was playing with the ex-boyfriend together, we both were burning everything. Didn't matter what it was. If I could pick it up, it was getting burnt. Kind of funny. And actually, when he and I played, I didn't even know that you can add extra info for extra credit. And I can show you what I'm talking about if you don't. No, I don't ever do it on player-made maps. But we got a minute, I'll show you. Alright, so if you go here to activate, and if you say, oh, not that. If you say, I wish I could do more for my company, give me some paperwork to fill out, you can fill out everything. So you can say incident severity, and that's just personal. Work method, describe your style. However you want to do this, that's up to you. And then you click incident particulars. Did you see guns? Did you see aliens? Was it viruses? Was it mutations, chemicals, genocide, explosives? How many deaths? How many bullets? I never filled this out. I usually ignore that. But anyway, and then deceased employees, you get points for turning in their PIDs, PIDs, personal identification devices. So yeah, you can click them, like here, and say how did they die? Were they shot? Were they bitten? Were they eaten? So on. And the better you answer it, the more correctly you answer it, the more points you can get. I never do that for player-made maps. I'm lazy. And as is, most player-made maps pad their scores enough for you that you don't have to. Such as the stacking and the whatevers. I'm running out of stuff to talk about. I got really chatty because I'm really tired. When I get really, really tired, it can go two ways. I can either get really quiet or I can get really chatty. Luckily for you guys, or not luckily for you guys, I got super chatty. That called painting. Painting a Picasso. Like it's gonna take me longer than the 40 minutes it said, because I keep tipping things. Elder Scrolls was one that really annoyed me as far as they gave like a good product. It was a good product, but then it seemed like the players give all the content. And then stole their content and tried to sell it. Or people had to buy, I forgot what they were called, stars or whatever, and an in-game currency to purchase what was once free. They sold it as if that the map makers would get a percentage of that money if they agree to doing it. It's so stupid. In-game purchasing of weapon skins. Like, what? What? Minecraft is also another one. So I'm a huge fan of Minecraft. I haven't played much for the channel other than map art because I am slightly afraid to give mixed signals for viewers because, let's face it, Minecraft gamers are usually a younger crowd. And I don't always play younger crowd safe material. So I'm reluctant to show a lot of Minecraft things on the channel, even though I am a fantastic creative builder and also love Skyblock like nobody's business. I just been afraid. I dabbled in it a little bit, and then Minecraft community is the one community that I can say without a doubt the worst I've ever had my feelings hurt. Like, the worst came from the Minecraft community. But that isn't as pitiful. Most pitiful thing you've ever heard. But it is true. There. A couple of med kits. Get all the blood off the glass. Doesn't like this area a lot more bloody. I was sort of didn't clean it. We'll run through it this time. Junk up there. Is there junk anywhere else? I was sitting on that ledge. Can I grab it all? Fun fact, if you leave the furnace door open, it'll count as a penalty. There'll be mostly a comment about like someone might have fell through it or something. down here. Apparently there's some bloody goo somewhere. Touching the mop at it. Not seeing anything. Alright, let's mop the inside of the furnace. That always makes me laugh. Sometimes a glitch happens and there'll be bloody blood in there or some kind of goo. Alright, whatever it was, we got it. Alright, I think we got everything. Some. Those are. Alright guys, let's save and get out of here. Proud of my performance. Hey, we got exceptional. Alright, 100%. Took me 43 minutes. Did we miss anything? We didn't miss anything. We got it all. Nice. Alright guys, thanks for keeping me company, and I will be back soon with something else.